It's time for another episode of this Football Manager 2020 Let's Play series with Red Bull Salzburg. And in today's episode 6, it's a big day for the club because we're taking on Barcelona in our last Champions League group game. If we draw, I believe we're through on head-to-head with Dortmund. Also, we've got a far superior goal difference, so I'd hope a draw would be enough anyway. They will probably beat Atlanta though, so realistically we do need a point against Barcelona, who've already gone through in first place. I'm hoping that they put out a bit of a weaker team, but that's maybe wishful thinking. Anyway, since you last left me, we've actually returned to the situation we had before in failing to score clear-cut chances. Maybe it was a blip against Dortmund, I don't know. But since then, we've beat Rapid Vienna 2-0 thanks to goals from Ulmer and Bernid. We beat Mattersburg 1-0 thanks to Hechan. And we beat Altak thanks to Prevlak. And we're in first place, of course. I think we've almost confirmed the title. Holland hasn't scored because I've been rotating the team a bit since that Champions League game. Anyway, he's back for this one, playing up front alongside Minamino and Hechan with Junuzovic and Bernid in the middle. Unfortunately, Dominic is still out injured. Romalo in his usual half-back role, and then the usual back four of Voba, Valci, Ongueni, Christensen and Stankovic in goal. I was thinking, Minamino. I've thought of a chant for Minamino. You know the hamster dance song? Why don't you stick Minamino's name to it? Minamino, 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 Minamo. You know, that. Do you recognise it? You might recognise it. It's old school, legendary song. Anyway, I think that would be perfect. Any Salzburg fans out there? Do it. So they haven't put out a weak team. They've got Messi on the right hand side. They've got Griezmann up front. They've got Dembele on the left hand side. Arthur, De Jong, Busquets. Well, let's see what happens. We're at Camp Nou. I do like Barcelona are my Spanish team. And they have been ever since my auntie, who lives in Spain and has done for like 3 decades now, I think. She sent me a scarf when I was about 6 or 7. A Barcelona scarf, I hasten to add. So yeah, I've liked them ever since, really, just for that reason. And in recent years, in the last sort of 15 years, I suppose, it's been because of their incredible talent and Messi and Iniesta and all these players. Wonderful to watch. Anyway, I'm not going to show them any respect. We're going with our brave tactic. We're going attacking. We're going for it against Barcelona again. Maybe we should put the little table up so we can see what's going on in with the other game. Oh, Weber's done really well here. He's gone for a Rabona. And we're 1-0 up thanks to Bernid. Wow, what a start. 20 seconds in. Our French central midfielder, who's come into the team because Dominic's injured, has smashed us in front. But it was wonderful play from Voba initially. He was just persistent. Somehow he beat 2 players with like 2 nutmegs. And then Hechan with a cheeky Rabona. Haaland put it back to Bernid. And he smashed it in. Unbelievable scenes. Wow, what a start. Well, let's keep going. Let's get another. I mean, we were fantastic against Dortmund, winning 7-4. I see no reason why we can't do it against Barca as well. But here comes Dembele down the left-hand side. Cross it. Oh, he should have gone for the cross, but he went for the shot and it came off the post. I have noticed wingers going for outrageous shots from ridiculous angles. Oh, plenty of highlights here early on in this game. Headed on, Christensen putting it across the face of his own penalty box there. That is not great. Christensen knocks it long over the top for Haaland. Can't win the header. Last night in real life, I did watch the 1-1 draw against Napoli. That was a good result, I suppose. I mean, they're unlikely to qualify as a result of only getting a draw, but I think they've done well in the Champions League. But we've done even better, haven't we, than they've done in real life. Here's Junuzovic to Haaland. 1-on-1, and he scores! We've seen another 1-on-1 goal, but he's offside, and that's the reason why. Oh, it's gone to VAR, though. So, is it offside? Oh, it has been disallowed. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's clearly offside, let's be honest. It's a great finish. See, that's the thing. He didn't know he was offside at the time when he finished. It does seem to be that like 99% of offside one-on-ones go in. Here's Messi round the back though. Messi's through and he's put it wide. Clear-cut chance. Christensen heads that away. Bernid heads it up into Minamino to Hechan. One-on-one with the keeper. Saved. Our first clear-cut chance of the game. kept out by ter Stegen. Massive opportunity, but it's not really an opportunity. We know that. Corner crossed in. Benid. Out wide to Junuzovic again. Oh, what's happened? Offside again. So Dortmund currently drawing 0-0. That's good. And we're winning 1-0. Even better, but we're only 14 minutes in, of course. There's been plenty of highlights again. This Champions League has been crazy. There's been some fabulous games. Messi's through again, though. Messi dinks it, and it's saved by Stankovic. A second. I'm going to keep the defensive high line. I'm just gambling on the fact that all these clear-cut chances are going to be missed. Corner crossed in, but it is 1-1. Can't stop those, unfortunately. Oh no, free kick. Messi to take it. Curls it. Easy save for Stankovic though. And now we can play out from the back in our usual style. Or, yep, we've thrown it out to Christensen. That's worked nicely. Centre-backs are kind of distracting the forwards. That's given possession away. And Jordi Alba takes charge. Minamino does exceptionally well though. And it's through to Holland. He smashes it over the bar. Second one-on-one clear-cut chance missed. Here come Barca again. There really is lots of highlights in this game. Hee-Chan wins it back. He's on a yellow. He's going to have to be careful. Oh, good stuff by Romalo. Valci knocks it long again. I mean, we're just easily beating this Barcelona defence. Minamino around the back. Minamino trying to beat his man. Does well. Back post. Hee-Chan. It's smashed. Minamino! Surely, oh, he's offside. We have been barraging ter Stegen's goal. And to be fair, Barcelona have been doing the same to Stankovic. They've had two clear-cut chances as well. Christensen does well, but there's no one out wide there to win it back. We've got it on key highlights. I'm sure we have. There really is just so many key highlights. Oh no, Messi, one-on-one. He's put it wide. It is so ridiculous. It really was a miracle in the last episode, wasn't it? Messi free kick. I've seen that a couple of times now. It's going towards the corner. The keeper gets a strong hand to it and it still goes in. So they've scored from 2 set pieces. I've got it on shoot on sight, by the way. Turned it back to that because we need to. Dortmund's still drawing though. So as it stands, we're going through. But it's so tight. Here's Romalo. Back to Ongueni. Oh no, we've given... That's awful. That is not acceptable. Dembele's through and it's saved, of course. They're advertising a book. I've just noticed, Andy McNabb book. Why is that being advertised? Is that because maybe he's a fan of Football Manager? I don't know. That's quite random. Anyway, Barcelona in possession again. When we win it back, we're dangerous. We know that. That's cleared. Perhaps I need to pull one of the strikers back a bit just to create a connection between... Oh no, Messi, but he's one-on-one again, and he's the third time he's lashed it wide of that post. It is so broken. I mean, you could argue perhaps us and opposition teams in the Austrian league don't have the best strikers. They're more likely to miss one-on-ones. We've got Haaland, so I don't think that's a valid point. But Messi, the best player in the world over the last 15 years, missing 3 one-on-one opportunities, and every single time putting it like a foot wide, just like half a foot wide of the post. It's just not... That's just not right. You know it's not right. Anyway, I'm going to drop Hee-Chan back to being a support pressing forward. A couple minutes until half-time. Benid does well. Knocks it over, but he can't find Minamino. And I think they've worked us out now, haven't they? They know how we play. Christensen heads that way, but Minamino can't quite win it. Christensen after it. Dembele easily beating him here. It's crossed in, and that's just wide from Griezmann. Can we get an equaliser before half-time? I think they've, on balance of play, they have been the better team. Christensen. Where's he going? He's found Benid. Benid. See, the crossfield balls just aren't working for us today. And I think I need to change something. Dembele's through, and it's another save by Stankovic. A 5th clear-cut chance for Barcelona, and they've not scored from either of them. Oh, there's still a highlight before the half-time whistle. Ongueni to Christensen. Christensen down the line. Oh, it's through to... There's no point. There's just no... Oh, he's offside anyway. He's missed an offside. Unlucky. I'm going to go for that. I need to change... I'm tempted to put Minamino out wide as an inside forward. Hee-Chan will stay there, but I suppose he could drop back. Defensive pressing forward. Haaland up front as an attacking pressing forward. It's a bit odd, I know, it's very odd looking. I know some people hate the look of asymmetric formations, but I'm going to give it a go. We'll see if it works. Play slightly wider as well. Dortmund are losing. That is huge news. So even losing this game, at the moment, it doesn't matter. Bernid's picked up an injury. Going to have to take him off. Throw on Ashimiru. Barcelona down the left here. Alba in possession. Into Artur. Artur crosses it all the way over to Wagui. Oh, what a goal. They've just been too strong for us today. They do deserve to win, let's be honest. Free kick. Messi to take it. Deep. Stankovic comes and collects brilliantly. And now can we start a counter-attack? He's knocked it out wide for Minamino in his new role. What can he do? Oh, he's done well here. He's got the opportunity to run at players a bit more. And in the end, the cross just wasn't right. Here's Voba, though. Back to Romalo. All the way back to Vauci. Good ball to Christensen. He's got Minamino ahead of him now, of course. But he's played it back to Ongweni. Ongweni looks for Voba down the left. Voba. Good cross to Minamino. Heads it on. Ashimiru. Christensen. I really want Haaland to score because he's scored in every single Champions League game so far. We're going to change the wing backs. Some fresh legs on. Right, we're going back to this. 2 pressing forwards up front, but Minamino out wide on the right-hand side. Get stuck in. Come on, let's get back into this. Let's get a goal for Haaland. Atlanta are winning 2-0. We're going through despite this defeat. So that is magnificent for a club like us. And it really was that 7-4 win against Dortmund that it's destroyed them. I think it's destroyed their morale as well. Here's Jordi Alba. Minamino tripping over himself, but he's won the ball back anyway. And he's played it through. Can't quite find Hee-chan. Minamino again. Look at him go. He's got Farkas, but it's through to Haaland. 1-on-1. It's saved, of course. A third clear-cut chance missed for us. But can we score from the corner? No, we can't. But here's Ashimiru. Back post for Romalo. Headed away. Ulmer. Hee-chan. Ulmer. Oh, lovely play. Hee-chan. Junuzovic. Oh, what a goal. What a strike from Zlatko Junuzovic. 3-2, we're back in this. All-out attack. Come on. Very attacking for the last few minutes. Have a look at this one, though. It was lovely play from Hee-chan. 1-2 between Ulmer and Hee-chan. He then played it to Junuzovic, and you just think, yep, he's got the ability. And he kind of, I don't know what type, it's almost a toe punt. Well, I'm pleased we put up a fight against Barca. On another day, we should have lost sort of 8-5 or something, but that would have been a bit of an unrealistic scoreline, I think. That's probably why all these clear-cut chances are being missed, because there's almost too many being created. I guess that is the issue, really. There's too many being created, and they kind of have to all be missed, otherwise you'll get so many ridiculous scorelines. Here's Ulmer. Are we going to get an equaliser at the death here? I don't think we are. Romalo's after it. He's done well to win it back. With 25 seconds to go, it's surely too late, but here's Farkas. He's gone for goal, and I think he clipped the crossbar as well. Well, we've lost, but we are through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. Quite an incredible story. It's the first game that Haaland hasn't scored in the Champions League, which is my one regret of this game. But we've got to be delighted overall. Let's just confirm our place. There we go. Oh, that looks so good. So into Spurs, Barcelona ourselves, Zebra, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool and Lyon are through so far. We'll keep an eye on the other groups. We'll need that for a couple of days. That doesn't matter. So let's move on to the next game where hopefully we can confirm ourselves as champions of the Austrian Bundesliga. Well, this is really disappointing. A horrible injury for Christensen will probably keep him out for the rest of the season unless we go far in the Champions League. He's out for 2 months if we send him to a specialist. That's a real shame for him. A real shame. Because he's so important. And the fact is that we kind of need 2 fullbacks. I'm probably going to have to call up a player from the under-18s for the time being. Minamino's out for a week, so that's not too bad. But yeah, Christensen's been really good. He's got the most assists for us this season with 12, which is phenomenal. Goals-wise, Haaland's still leading the way of 20 goals in 20 games. He's actually done better in real life. I think he's got like 23 goals already, and it's start of November. But obviously, if clear-cut chances, one-on-one situations were scored on the beta, then he'd probably have at least 30 goals, let's be honest. One thing I have noticed is they have a huge winter break in Austria. So our last game today is against Salzburg. If we can confirm ourselves as champions before the winter break, that would be incredible. But there's actually only 4 Premier Division games after the winter break, and that starts with the quarter-final of the Austrian FA Cup. So there's actually a 2-month break between the league games, which seems a bit bizarre that it's such a small league, but there's a 2-month break. Should we play a couple friendlies in that time? I don't really know what I should do in that time. I suppose there's the January transfer window. Maybe there'll be some activity. So here we go then. A couple changes to the team. Prevlak has come in for the injured Minamino, and Farkas has come in for the injured Christensen. So Wolfsberger, playing a sort of 4-4-2 of 2 defensive midfielders, got an Israeli international up front. On the left is the guy with the most assists for them this season, Ritzmeier. Looks alright. Schmidt. On the right hand side, a young Austrian, 19 years old. Might be worth keeping an eye on him. Captain is Rinic, a Serbian with 2 caps at the age of 35. Is this going to be a cock-up from their goalkeeper? He's just smashed it in his face. No, he's not smashed it into his face. He's given it to Prevlak, though. Prevlak, who I think is our joint second top goal scorer this season, despite really only coming off the bench every now and then and the odd start. But yeah, he's done well when he's come into the team. Here's Schmidt. Where's he going? I'm not sure even he knows where he's going. It's cleared though. And Valci into Janazovic. Benitez to Voba. Voba down the line. Doing well here. Our young left back. Doesn't he get a crossing? He's played it back to Janazovic. Crosses in. Haaland. Back to Benitez. And it's deflected in. Quite fortunately for him. Valci knocks it long. Crucially, we've got the goal. It's always important to get an early goal, I find. Prevlak hits it. It's blocked. Benitez out wide to Voba. Get it into Haaland. Come on. He hasn't scored for a while. Back to Romalo. Benitez. Oh, long range effort over. Romalo, good ball to Farkas. He's round the back, but he's let the players catch up with him for some reason. Let me know your thoughts on FM20. Those of you that have the beta, let me know your overall thoughts. I'm always interested to hear what people think as Hechan smashes that wide. Obviously, you know my thoughts. Overall, it's in an improvement on FM19 with the 2 newer big features. But in regards to the match engine, at the moment, there's still some things that need to be sorted. But that is always the way, I find, on the beta. Although FM19, I was pretty happy with it from the start, to be honest. I don't remember there being a massive flaw in the match engine on the FM19 beta. But there's a couple on FM20. But that is usually the case. And I keep saying this, but I'm sure that they will sort it. Hechan's round the back. He's let players catch up with him again. Janazovic smashes it in. 7th goal of the season for him. It's just too easy for him. So many long-range goals. This one's a thing of beauty as well, with his left foot wallop. Top right-hand corner. That's why I've got shoot on sight on. It needs to be on. Here's Schmidt. Crossfield ball. We see a lot of them. Ritzmeier. Back to Schmitz. Loses the ball. Farkas knocks it long. Haaland's one-on-one. And it's saved. I don't understand how we scored 2 of those against... was it 2 against Dortmund? I can't remember. Haaland can't win the header. Romalo back out wide to Janazovic. Crossed in. Headed away. Here's Hechan. Through again. He's got 2 players to one side of him. It's crossed in. And Prevlak smashes it home. Wolfsberger with a bit of possession. But Farkas is desperately trying to win it back. He's not managed to do so. But Benitez has. And it's through to Prevlak. Prevlak feeds it through to Haaland. Oh, he scores! He scores. Is that a one-on-one? Arguably, it's not gone down as a clear-cut chance, though. So, and it was from the edge of the box. As I've said before, it seems to be inside the box. That's the issue. When a player has a shot from sort of the edge or just outside, it's just marginally in the box. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a clear-cut chance, but I'm so pleased he's back on the score sheet. 4-0 up. And here we go, looking for a 5th. Prevlak. Back to Romalo. Benitez. Janazovic. Some of the games in this league are so easy. Other ones we struggle when we grind out 1-0 wins. I'm so frustrated about that draw, though. Because we could have a 100% win record if it wasn't for that. Imagine winning the league by winning every single game. We're not gonna manage it, though. Here's Janazovic. Benitez. Prevlak! Off the post. Yeah, I hope we kind of do draw another game, just because I'd be so. What's the word? Oh, Janošović smashes another one in. I'll be not disappointed. Well, I will be slightly disappointed because we'd have managed to win every game but one. I'm assuming there's nothing. It's not like the Scottish League where the top half splits away. It suddenly struck me. I need to check now because obviously the last couple of episodes have been saying, "Oh, we're going to win the league. We might win it in the next one. It's a short league." But I've just realised: is there like a Scottish thing where it splits in half? Match 90, match 20, match 21, match 22. Oh, there's a Champions playoff. There's loads of Champions playoffs. I think it does split, doesn't it? So the league does go through. I'm disappointed now. I thought we were going to win the league today. I should have looked at the rules, shouldn't I, before? I mean, the league goes through to the 31st of May. I thought it was a nice short division, but no. So we're not going to win the league today. Well, we can basically be maybe we can, I don't know. Because, oh no, there's a lot, because there'd be loads of games, won't there? So technically they could overtake us. If we had such an unassailable lead by the end of the regular season, is it possible to have already won the league? Or, Janošović looking for his hat-trick? So, for example, we've played the 22 games and there's enough points between us and the second place teams, even with all those Champions playoff games, they can't overtake us. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in time. It's all a mystery. This season's going to be longer than I thought. Janošović to take it. Yeah, it just didn't really occur to me. I just thought it was a nice short division. Then I just suddenly thought, oh, what about in Scotland? They have it split in half, don't they? So I'm guessing that's what happens here. Never mind. There's plenty of chances for Haaland to add to his goal tally, though. So that's good. He might end up with like 40 goals this season. I will obviously focus on the Champions League, though. We need to. Oh, Prevlak's picked up a knock. Obviously, someone might have said in the last episode about the rules. But I'm recording this I'm recording this before I've even edited episode 5. It's Benid. That way to Janošović. He's still got it. Sent to Hechan. Hechan back to Benid. Smashes it over. 36 shots today. Darker hasn't scored for me yet. He's scored quite a few goals in real life. He's scored a couple hat-tricks in the league apparently. But he's not managed to get a goal for me. I suppose I've not played him enough. It's out wide to Farkas. Darker's waiting. But it's back to Ramalho, who hits it on the volley. It's off the post or crossbar. That was an insane strike. Into Janošović. It's cleared as far as Ramalho. It'd be nice if we can get a sixth. All our goals were before half-time, weren't they? Here's Farkas. Crossing it into Darker. It's to Hechan, who gets his goal. He's deserved that. He's played well. 6-0. Another 6-0. We have mutilated so many teams this season. So, as it stands, we are in first place. We are 13 points clear of Sturm Graz with only 4. So technically, if there was only 22 games, we would have already won the league, which is incredible. But yeah, we haven't. Championship playoff. So yeah. Oh yeah, it does split into 2. 6 teams. 10 games. Teams play each other twice. So teams entering this stage will start with all their stats from the Premier Division, along with 50% of their points gained. So we'll have our points slashed in half, but so will everyone else. But yeah, no, I like these divisions with different rules. They're intriguing. But we go into the winter break in fantastic form. Obviously, we lost against Barcelona, only our second defeat of this season. But we're through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, which is very exciting. So you will join me for that first knockout round, first leg game. That will be episode 7. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry for messing up on all the rules. I really should have looked up that beforehand, and I do apologise. But until next time, enjoy FM20. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.